what they say. Beauty is as beauty does, more than you can see. It shines within the pure of heart, makes you feel you're a part of everything that's beautiful, as beauty does. It's not a pretty face, not pretty clothes and lace. It's caring for the whole wide world, as beauty does.
Once upon a time...
Wait, hold it. Not that story again.
Oh, good, a story. Tell us the story, Grandma. The one about the princess.
Once upon a time, how many times have I heard once upon a time?
Oh, pay him no mind. He'll settle down and enjoy himself. He actually loves this story.
I don't love stories, Elizabeth. I love work and flying through the pine trees and smoking my pipe.
You do love this story, Elmer. It makes you cry with happiness.
I do not cry.
Oh, you do too cry.
Absolutely not.
Yes, you do.
Not at all.
Yep.
Nope.
Uh-huh. Never.
Not once.
You don't?
I do.
Now, have a seat while I tell the children a happy tale. Once upon a time,
Oh, I think I'll go pick some flowers outside.
a long time ago,
Since I know this story line by line,
in a beautiful castle,
word for word.
in the cold of winter, I remember as if it was yesterday.
Ah, yes. Her name was for the winter. She sparkled like the newly fallen winter snow.
The queen was resting near her bedroom window as she embroidered some beautiful lace for the child she was soon to have.
Ouch! Oh, that my child might have a face as white as snow, with lips as red as blood, and hair as black as the ebony wood.
In the spring, a great happiness came to the kingdom, as a beautiful baby girl was born to the king and queen. Yet there came a great sadness, too, for the queen had died with the birth of her child. The baby was as beautiful as her mother had wished, skin as white as snow, lips as red as blood, and hair as black as ebony wood.
You shall be called Snow White.
She is simply the most beautiful baby ever born.
Yes, Elmer, but she is much more than that. The days passed. Winter, spring, summer, and fall flew by us. Several years had gone by, and the king's daughter had grown to be a happy child.
I can run much faster than you.
I'm only letting you in to be kind.
Well, there's no need to do that, Prince. I don't have to win this time.
Snow White!
It's her. Now she'll keep me locked inside for certain. Yes, stepmother?
Must you be so noisy? You're disturbing my beauty rest.
I'm sorry, stepmother.
Come inside, now! A king's daughter should not run around like a peasant.
Yes, stepmother. Goodbye, Prince.
Goodbye, Snow White. I'll be thinking of you.
The girl lacks any hint of royal discipline. No true child of mine would behave in such a common fashion. This aggravation she causes me had better not show in my flawless face. Looking glass in my hand, who is the fairest in the land?
In all this land and everywhere, none can, my queen, to you compare. Oh, and I mean that with all my heart. No, I really do.
Of course you do. No one can ever hope to match my beauty.
No, sirree. Nobody holds a candle to you. You are a dish, Queenie.
Yes, that is how it is and how it always shall be.
With each passing day, young Snow White grew more beautiful and more beautiful. Until some years later,
Looking glass in my hand, who is the fairest in the land? Looking glass?
Oh, yes. Right. Nice eyes. Say, is it just me or is it kind of chilly in here? A big, fancy castle like this, you'd think they could afford to heat it.
Answer me or else I'll shatter you into a million pieces.
Answer. Well, yes, of course. What do you want to know again?
You know the question, just as you know you must answer the truth.
Easy, Queenie. Easy there. You're strangling me. Yes, thank you. Phew, what a grip. Now, what were we chatting about?
You answer me now, or I will throw you out the window.
Oh, no need to do anything drastic. I'm just making friendly conversation, blah, blah, blah. But to get back to the subject at hand. You are fair indeed, it's true. But Snow White is one that's fairer than you. Now, no need to throw me against any walls, okay? Wouldn't want to break me. 7 years bad luck, remember?
What did you say?
What? Who? Me? Did I say something? I didn't hear me say anything.
Snow White? Fairer than I?
May I interject something here? This is not my opinion, you understand. No. See, I personally like a lady with some character in her face. Like yourself, for instance. Now, I know the average person prefers that peaches and cream, wide-eyed, innocent kind of beauty like Snow White has. But that's not for me. No siree. These Snow White types, blech, yuck. They're a dime a dozen. I like a more mature beauty. Mature, that is, in a very, very young way. Like you, Queenie. You're a knockout. What more can I say?
Snow White is more beautiful than I. It's impossible! It simply cannot be!
Yeah, here we go. She's gonna throw me. I just knew this was gonna happen.
That horrible, simple girl. I knew she would only bring me trouble.
Is it over? How many pieces am I in?
I absolutely cannot have this happen!
Look, I'm fine. Hey, I'm actually in one piece. Hey, thanks, Queenie. I mean it. You are the best.
Quiet, fool!
Tomorrow, I look for a new job.
I will take you far away from your evil stepmother to places more beautiful than you can imagine.
Where will you take me?
I will take you over and across the mountains.
What is beyond the mountains, my prince?
Crystal clear lakes surrounded by magical white flowers, rainbows that fall out of the sky, cities where the streets are lined with roses.
And you will take me there?
There, Snow White, and beyond.
We can find these places together.
but they had no idea of the terrible plot the evil queen was brewing. She had already called the kingdom's huntsman to her laboratory.
Huntsman, take Snow White far into the dark forest. Far, far away where no man ever travels.
Am I to leave her there?
No, do not leave her there.
No.
You will take her there to kill her.
What?
What?
surely you cannot mean that, my queen.
I can, and I do.
I cannot kill Snow White.
Oh, then I shall kill you. The choice shall be yours. Her life or your own. Do tell me when you've decided.
How can you be so cruel? How can I choose? What will become of my own wife and children?
I should think it's very easy to choose.
As you wish.
And you will bring me her heart as proof the job is done.
Oh, we have to warn her.
Oh, yes, warn her. Yes, we must. Oh, what are we going to do? What are we going to do?
We must warn her now, Elmer.
Hello, you sweet birds. What has gotten into you?
Oh, did you see that, Elizabeth? She didn't pay attention to a word we said.
I honestly think she couldn't hear us, Elmer. And despite all of our attempts to warn her, Snow White went into the woods with the huntsman.
These are funny birds. They've been singing like that all day.
Get away from here now. Get away.
We can't help her, Elmer.
Can't help her at all.
May we rest a while, huntsman? My legs are not as long as yours, and they are oh so tired. Why did you want me to come with you today, huntsman?
It was by the order of the queen, princess.
What is it my stepmother wanted me to see in these beautiful woods?
Only this, princess. She sent us here so that I might kill you, but I cannot hurt you. You must run away, Snow White. Run far into the forest, and do not stop running until you are far enough away so that you cannot even remember the castle. Now go, quickly! And do not ever come back, princess, not ever! I'll take the heart of a wild animal back to the wicked queen.
Oh, what can we do to help her? What can we do?
Snow White ran into the dark forest, not knowing where she was going. Far away from her home, she ran and ran.
What could that be?
Oh, this forest is too dangerous for her. We must tell the other animals to help us protect her.
We tried to help her as the young princess ran and ran, and then she ran some more until she'd run as far as she could run.
Oh, please. Won't somebody help me? Oh, what's this? Hello? Is anybody home? Does anyone live here? Oh my, what's happened here? What a mess! What a huge, big mess! And what an even bigger mess! No one could possibly live here. Well, at least not for many years. Since no one lives here, I'm sure it would be fine for me to stay to rest. Just for a little while. Though I'll have to tidy the place up a bit before I could possibly rest.
When you work as a miner, there's no job that's finer. From Paris to China, I've been told. And though some think it proper to be a wood chopper, they never find copper and gold. There is no work as sunny, and though it seems funny, our tunnels a honey to behold. So I won't trade my shovel for money or Lovell or mountains of copper and gold. We love our job, we know there's nothing greater. We love to go to work each day like anybody should. We take our fill and leave the rest for later. We always get the job done. We may be little, but we work real good. When you work as a miner, there's no job that's finer. From Paris to China, I've been told. So I won't trade my shovel for money or Lovell or mountains of copper and gold. We love our job, we know there's nothing greater. We love to go to work each day like anybody should. We take our fill and leave the rest for later. We always get the job done. We may be little, but we work real good. When you work as a miner, there's no job that's finer. From Paris to China, I've been told. So I won't trade my shovel for money or Lovell or mountains of copper and gold.
You called, Joe?
Why didn't Joe fill the mine car?
I have no idea, Joe. Maybe Joe can tell you. Joe, why didn't you fill this car here, Joe?
Well, it wasn't my job today, Joe. It was Joe's job.
It was my job yesterday, Joe.
And you didn't do it, so that means it's your job today.
But Joe didn't do it the day before, so it's his job today.
And the day before, it was Joe's job. But the day before, that was your job, and you didn't do it. Because Joe didn't do his job.
Well, I was waiting for Joe to do his job.
Hold it! We're getting nowhere. Let's go eat. We'll work it out tomorrow. Which one of you locked the door?
Wasn't me, Joe. It was Joe.
Who's got the key?
I don't have it, Joe. Joe had it.
I don't have it.
All right, all of you. Joe, Joe, and you, Joe, over here. All together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 2.5. What happened here? Joe, go get us the lantern.
This isn't our house. We broke into the wrong house.
No, this is the right place, all right, but someone's been here.
Are they still here?
Big and hairy.
Are they going to eat us? We've been robbed?
Somebody stole our dirt.
I love that mess. We worked so hard to make it.
This used to be a safe neighborhood.
What's the world coming to? Will our insurance cover this?
Quiet, quiet. They might still be here. Come on, and stick together. They're here, in the bed. All right, let's get them on the count of 3. 1.
It doesn't look big and hairy. It looks like...
A girl. A very young one.
And she's sleeping so soundly.
Hold it, guys. Huddle. We're just gonna have to wake her up and tell her to clear out. Okay, Joe, you tell her to leave.
You do it, Joe.
I don't want to disturb her. You do it, Joe.
I'm not gonna touch her. You wake her up.
I don't want to wake her up.
She looks so peaceful. Seems a shame to wake her up.
Hold it. Huddle. We can let her stay here until morning, but we're gonna have to keep an eye on her. Joe, you're on guard first. Then you take over, Joe. Then Joe, you relieve Joe. then Joe, Joe, and Joe. Got it?
Who's first?
Joe!
Oh, my. I wonder what time it is. Oh, my! It sounds like a terrible beast. What is that noise? Oh, my!
What's that noise?
Hey, out of me way, Joe!
I'm trying to move, Joe!
Get your foot out of my face!
Hey, quit shoving!
That wasn't me, Joe. It was Joe.
Let's get out of here!
Wait! Where are you going? Oh, please, come back! I didn't mean to frighten you. Oh, please don't leave.
Who are you?
And where are you from?
How'd you get here?
And when?
Not to mention why.
Are you alone?
Or are there more of you?
My name is Snow White. I came from a castle far away, late last night on foot, because someone tried to kill me. There's only one of me. Is that it? And who are you fellows?
I'm Joe. Meet Joe, and over there is Joe. The one standing next to Joe is Joe. And here and over there we have Joe, and here and here and here is Joe.
What about me?
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. Little Joe.
At least I won't forget your names.
Now, if we might inquire, what do you mean messing up our home like that?
I only tried to tidy it up a bit.
It's private property, you know.
Of course,
I mean, there are laws.
Yes, I know.
We wouldn't just move into your castle, would we?
You would be more than welcome.
Because we have respect for other people's property.
I do too, but...
We have manners.
Yes, I can tell you do, so... I'll leave right away.
Hold it. We didn't say we wanted you to leave.
But you said you...
No, we didn't say you should go.
No, if we had, we'd have heard us.
But there's no place for me to sleep, or...
No problemo.
We'll just get the old guest room ready.
Yeah, we'll have it ready in a jiffy.
We don't have a guest room.
We don't even have a guest bed.
We don't?
I guess we don't at that.
Please, I don't want to be a bother. I'll just leave and...
Don't you move a muscle. We'll build you a guest bed.
No, please don't bother. I can't repay you.
Oh, it won't be a bother.
No bother.
It will be done before we leave for work.
I hope one day I can repay you for this.
Not to worry, we love to work.
We're very well off.
Bloomin' loaded, if you must know.
Our mountain is positively filled with gold.
Every shovel load we dig out is practically solid gold.
So we're financially secure.
To say the very least.
It's very nice. But if I may ask, what do you do with all this gold?
To be perfectly honest,
It's still in the mountain.
We've never actually managed to get any of it out.
And we've been at it for quite some time.
Our fathers mined the mine before us.
And they never got it out either.
If we did know better, we'd suspect we lack certain organizational skills.
Maybe I can help. If you all work together, if you would cut the board before you nailed it, before you painted it, you would save yourself a lot of work in the long run.
you know, Snow White, you might just be onto something there.
Now, Joe, you saw with Joe, and Joe, you paint with Joe over here. I'll hold this end with Joe while Joe puts in the final nails. See? You've done a wonderful job working together.
Now, that's not bad.
Not bad at all.
In fact, it's good.
In fact, it's really good.
It's really, really good.
2 times as good as that. 7 times as good as that.
Well, let's get it inside and see how it looks.
Hold it, Huddle. Grab the saw, Joe. We're gonna have to make this door about an elbow wider.
Oh, don't! Before you take your house apart, let's try turning the bed on its side.
Hey, you've done this before, haven't you, Snow White?
Wonderful thinking.
Decidedly brilliant.
Genius, I'd venture to say.
Is there anyone more beautiful than myself? I like to see my picture on my shelf. If someone is more beautiful, it makes me want to cry. I hate it when I hear someone's more beautiful than I send them to the woods and have the huntsman say goodbye. Is there anyone more beautiful than myself? Is there anyone who's prettier than me? I'm just about as nice as one can be. If anyone is prettier, it really makes me mean. I use my magic power and I wipe the kingdom clean. It makes me sick to think that someone's nicer than the queen. Is there anyone more beautiful than myself? I ask my magic mirror, oh mirror in my hand, is there another person who's more beautiful in the land? And if my mirror tells me the fairest is Snow White, I wave my magic wand at her and banish her from sight. If there's anyone who's lovelier than I wish they'd pack their bags and say goodbye. If anyone is lovelier, I think that it's a minus. I hate it when they're prettier. It aggravates my sinus. I won't permit a soul to be more beautiful than my highness. Is there anyone more beautiful than myself?
Looking glass in my hand, who is the fairest in the land?
Oh boy. Oh, your highness, evil queen, a beautiful face and heart that's mean. Your looks are fair, but you give a fright. The fairest of all is the lovely Snow White.
What?
What? No! Just a minute. Let me check my records here. Beauty. Let's see. Beautiful queen with soul black as the night is beautiful not compared to Snow White.
Snow White? Can't be alive! It's impossible! Unless the huntsman deceived me. Oh, I'm going to kill him for this. I'll have to get the girl myself.
Yes, I'm definitely looking for a new job.
I will go in disguise so she does not suspect me. As a kind of woman, I will go in a ragged dress with presents below. Maybe tempting things for Snow White to buy. Then Snow White will surely die.
Snow White's dear friend searched for her. He went all over the countryside to every town, even across the mountains, trying to find someone who knew of Snow White. He crossed the mountains, past the Rainbow Lake, and went to the towns with roses lining the main streets, trying to find someone who had seen Snow White. But no one had seen her.
Have a wonderful day. I'll I'll bring you a hot lunch at noon.
Now, be careful while we're gone. Don't let anybody in.
I'll be careful. No one will hurt me.
Don't let anyone in.
No one at all.
Not even us.
Well, maybe us.
If you're sure it's that.
And if you're not sure it's us, ask us. We'll know if it's us or not.
Thank you for caring. I'll be very careful, I promise.
Bye-bye.
Have fun.
We'll miss you.
Take care.
See you soon.
At lunchtime.
Don't forget to bring us cookies. Look who's coming, Elmer. Do you know her?
Why, it's that old woman from town, Elizabeth.
No, it's that awful queen, Snow White's stepmother.
Now, I don't like the Queen either, but she is a bit prettier than that.
It's her, Elmer. I'm sure it's her.
Oh, they must have forgotten their hats. Oh, my.
Good morning to you, sweet girl.
Good morning. Can I help you?
You can help me by buying some wares from a poor old woman.
Well, I'm not to let anyone in the house, but you don't look dangerous to me. You can come in, but only for a short while.
Oh, an old crippled woman like me, dangerous? Oh, no, my dear.
Of course. I don't know what I was thinking. Come in from the cold. I'll make you some tea. Are you all right?
I'm very old and tired. Oh, perhaps you can help me, my dear, by buying some of my wares.
Oh, I would love to see those wares that you have to sell.
I have many fine items from all over the world. Oh, look, lacework, patchwork, silverwork. Oh, and this beautiful embroidered corset.
Oh, it is nice, but I don't have...
It would be wonderful for a beautiful young girl like you. Oh, under a beautiful gown.
Oh, thank you, but I really don't have any money, and...
Oh, I would be glad to accept payment over time. Oh, here, let's put it on.
It is a bit tight, really?
Oh, no, my dear, not nearly tight enough.
But, kind lady, I can't breathe.
I'll trade you this fair corset.
Please, I'm going to...
For your fair wife. Now, I am the fairest in the land.
Is that rumbling from Dynamite Joe, or are you hungry?
Must be lunchtime. I have half past.
I wonder where Snow White is.
Could be my watch is clogged.
Or hers is clogged.
She doesn't have a watch.
Maybe she's in trouble.
The wicked queen could have got her.
She doesn't have a watch.
Hold it, guys. No need to panic. There's probably a perfectly logical explanation why she's not here. She could have taken a nap or gone shopping or... Let's go help her!
Right away!
Stop stepping on me toes.
Let's go.
Out of my way!
We're coming, Snow White! We should boil some water.
No, we need ice.
Prop up her head.
No, her feet should be elevated.
Feed a cold, starve a fever.
No starve a cold, feed a fever.
Hold it! Huddle. All right, Snow White taught us how to work together, remember?
Work together to do what?
We should, let's see here. Let's take this corset off of her.
Wonderful thought, Joe.
Yeah, untie that.
Hold it here.
Just another piece there.
All done.
Hey, it worked.
Snow White, are you all right?
Yes, I think I'm okay.
Who did this to you?
I can barely remember. Just an old woman with a basket of goods.
Was it the Queen?
Now, what would the Queen be doing selling goods?
She could have 2 jobs, it's possible.
She wasn't the queen, I'm sure. Just an old woman with a basket of goods.
Joe, get a glass of water.
I'm not thirsty.
For her, silly. Now, let's get her to bed.
Get the hands.
Not my hands.
Now you have my leg. Let go of my head.
Somebody get over there.
All right, on the count of 3 and lift. 1, 2. Poor Snow White.
Yeah, poor kid. Someone's always trying to knock her off.
We should do something special for her to make her feel better.
Let's make her a big, wonderful dinner.
Good idea, Joe. Yeah, I love food.
All right, Joe, you collect the eggs. Joe, you get the milk. Joe, you get the vegetables out of the garden. Joe and I are gonna get the fruit from the orchard. Joe, collect some mushrooms from under the pine trees. And Joe, get some of that sweet honey.
Okay, Joe, let's go. Now, come on, Josephina. Just give us a few more eggs. It's for Snow White. Nice, Beezy Weezy. Please give me some honey for Snow White. Yeah! Oh, boy.
If we all work together and take special care, and we keep it nice and tidy, and we are patient, giving it just enough time, and we are not greedy, thinking of each other first, we'll get the job done. There's nothing like teamwork. Little Joe, you put the food on the table while we go and wake up Snow White.
Now, don't open your eyes, Snow White, until we say so.
Yeah, this is going to be a big surprise.
You can open them.
Now.
See? A feast!
What happened to the food, Joe?
That's all there was. Maybe Big Joe ate it.
Hold it! Huddle! All right, Snow White has got to eat to get strong again. Joe, didn't you have a piece of bread put away?
Well, I guess I have a small piece stored away for a rainy day.
Well, get it. And Joe?
Yeah, Joe, I got a piece of cheese.
I've got some ham.
And I've got some nuts.
Great! Let's go! Now that's what I call teamwork. Let's eat.
Looking glass in my hand now, who is the fairest in the land?
You just love that question, Queenie, don't you? Hey, ask me something else for a change, huh? Oh, how about a little game? Animal, vegetable, or mineral? Oh, how about a riddle? Why did the beautiful queen cross the road?
Enough! Answer the question I have asked.
I really don't want to tell you this, but the answer is Snow White.
Snow White! Alive! Will she not die?
This woman is obsessed with this beauty thing. She needs a hobby. Knitting, maybe. Lawn bowling.
This time there should be no mistakes. A fine ivory comb inlaid with gold and crossed with jewels, and just a touch of deadly poison.
Although I would like to help you, I really cannot let you in.
Oh, I heard what happened to you, my dear, and I just wanted to give you something to make up for the pain I caused you.
How did you know?
Oh, well, word travels very quickly in this forest. Why, these very birds told me.
Be gone, or I'll turn you both into frogs!
Oh, please take this beautiful comb as a gift. Oh, take it, please. There is no charge. Oh, it's the least I can do. Run its sparkling teeth through your beautiful thick hair.
And feel the poison rushing through your veins.
Is she dead, Joe?
Let's loosen her corset, Joe.
She's not wearing one, Joe. Snow White, are you alive?
No! Why must those little meddling fools get in the way? Why must they always ruin it?
Look, Queen, maybe you ought to rethink your life here. Is this beauty thing that big a deal? Why not find something else you're better at, like ballroom dancing? I bet you're a great dancer. Have you ever considered dancing? It's a great activity.
This time, no one will be able to help her.
I will be the fairest land.
Juicy red apple shall end her pretty life. Oh, hello, my dear. I have heard that you were ill and wanted to offer you a juicy apple to bring you good health. I could not bear to hear that you were sick after I visited.
Please, no, thank you anyway.
Oh, please, please. Oh, take this simple gift from a sad old peddler woman who has nothing else to offer.
It's very nice of you, but I cannot take it, for it might make me ill.
Oh, if you do not trust me, then share it with me, please. If you have a bite, I will know that your heart is not filled with hatred for me.
All right. I will share it with you, for I mean you no harm.
Oh, I thank you for your forgiveness, dear child.
The dwarves could do nothing for Snow White. They could only remember her wonderful ways, but they could not bring Snow White back. The dwarves thought that Snow White was too beautiful to bury in the ground. So they made a coffin of glass and carried it to the mountaintop where her spirit could watch the rising and setting of the sun. Every day and every night, one of the dwarves stayed by her side to keep her spirit company.
Snow White. Is this Snow White? What has happened to her?
Snow White is dead.
No, it cannot be.
Please, don't. Gesundheit.
I didn't sneeze.
Oh, must have been me.
No, it was Snow White. She had something caught in her throat, a piece of apple. Snow White, you're alive.
Alive? Snow White is alive? Did you say she's alive?
Prince, it's you.
She's alive! Joe, ring the bells! Bring out the berry juice! She's alive! Joe, she's alive!
of the fair thing is a waste of time, if I do say so myself. Fairest now as was before is Snow White. You heard me, Snow White. No! Yes, yes, she's alive. Those sweet wedding bells are ringing for her. Look, Queenie, forget this fairest of them all concept. You come in an easy second, so be satisfied with it.
You know, this is what I'll do. I'll just take a little this and some this, and this, and new wing.
That's her. Let's get her, Joe.
Get away from me, you perky little pint-sized miss!
Quick, get the magic wand, Joe, before she turns us into tall people.
Got it!
Use it, Joe.
Hey, that's mine! You give it back! How do I use it, Joe?
Try pointing it. Not at me, silly, at her. Oh, good job, Joe.
Look, Joe. Made of a statue.
Really good job, Joe. Who's got the ring?
I gave it to you.
I gave it to him.
I don't have it. I gave it to Joe.
Not to me. You gave it to Joe.
What ring? Don't look at me.
Excuse me, is this seat taken? Oh, how's the view from here? Good? Oh, great, I just love these kind of affairs.
And they lived happily.
Because you see, beauty on the outside has no meaning, but a beauty that's within lasts for eternity.
I just love that story.
When you work as a miner, there's no job that's finer. From Paris to China, I've been told. And though some think it proper to be a wood chopper, they never find copper and gold. There is no work as sunny, and though it seems funny, our tunnel's a honey to behold. So I won't trade my shovel for money or Lovell or mountains of copper and gold. We love our job, we know there's nothing greater. We love to go to work each day like anybody should. We take our fill and leave the rest for later. We always get the job done. We may be little, but we work real good. When you work as a miner, there's no job that's finer. From Paris to China, I've been told. So I won't trade my shovel for money or Lovell or mountains of copper